Rural South Australia, a location filled with opportunities. From our thriving, exciting cities to our beautiful and unique countryside, we can offer you a lifestyle envied throughout the world.
I find working as a doctor in rural South Australia a great and rewarding career. We really do have the best conditions in the world. 18 years ago, my wife and I came to Crystal Brook for a 3-month stint. We loved what we saw, and over the last 18 years have come to love Crystal Brook and all aspects of life in the town. Our 3 children were born in the local hospital. Because I believe passionately in what we do as rural doctors in South Australia, I also chair an organisation called the Rural Doctors Workforce Agency. The agency is a not-for-profit organisation run by rural doctors for rural doctors. Rural South Australia is a great place to live, work and play. The agency can offer you individually tailored packages to suit your needs. We look after rural doctors and locums like no one else. We have unrivalled success in placing doctors into rural practice.
I'm Betsy Williams and I'm a GP from Canada, and I first came out to Australia in 2000 to work for 6 months in Ceduna, and I really had no idea what I was going to come to, but fell in love with Ceduna and the people and the beach and community and the type of work and the freedom, and I just had a great time, so started renewing, and I then got a position working as a locum, working all the way around the state, going from community to community, covering when doctors were away, so I got to every part of the state essentially, and even up to places like Oodnadatta and Maree and William Creek and all this good stuff. Flying around, it was just brilliant. Now, I've worked in rural communities most of my life, and here in Australia there is so much connection that it's not like being isolated. It's not like being in northern Canada with the weather down and a bad patient on your hand. Here the flights always come, the weather's not that bad. You've got consultants on the end of the phone who are very friendly and helpful. You've got computer connections as well, and you've got colleagues. And probably the biggest thing for me is the role of nurses, because in Canada nurses weren't allowed to do anything. And here the nurses do lots of things really well, and they're really there as a colleague, so you work together as a team and you never feel like you're alone. But you've got a much wider range of practice, and you also have the ability to look at areas of particular interest and kind of specialize in that, like I have with women's health. I think the climate is ideal. Warm in the summertime, but not unbearable. The humidity is low, and the winters are magic. They're like summer in Canada.
Dr. Sam Mikhail has recently set up in a practice at Boolaroo Centre in rural South Australia after spending 2 years working as a locum.
Rural doctors selected locations that suited me and my level, because that was just after I finished my GP fellowship exam, and that was my final term. So they have selected the locations that suited my needs at this point. My experience working in the country, it's about being as part of the community here, and the people and the staff and the community people are all very welcoming and friendly. You get to know everyone here virtually, and they value your presence and what you have to offer them.
My name is Rajveer Daliwal. I'm 38 years old. I come from Malaysia. People call me Raj because it's simpler. I came to Australia in September 2005. I came straight to Port Lincoln from Malaysia. The reason we came, well, we spent 2 years in UK, and it's pretty different from Malaysia, and we liked it. Maybe we didn't like the way the Malaysian system was with work and with the kids' education. So we had a choice of either going back to the UK or Australia, and we thought, give Australia a go. I had an interview over the phone, and that was done very quickly and very professionally. And then they invited us over, me and my wife, for a visit. So before I even said yes, I had a chance to come and see Port Lincoln. I saw a couple of other places, and then we went back and we were given time to say yes or no. I think we said yes at the airport itself, and then they were very good when I came alone first, and then they have grants for the transport. They have family help, very helpful. I think if you are thinking of a change, if you want just a change, whatever reason you have, I think you should consider South Australia. Getting in is straightforward. It's pretty easy. It's not as difficult as some other places, and it's big enough or small enough. No matter how you want to look at it, you're not too far away from the big cities, Adelaide or even Mount Gambier, and you're not too lonely, too isolated. So I would say, give it a go. South Australia is a beautiful place. I think financially as well, they pay their doctors in Australia very well, and they take care of the doctors in South Australia and Australia, and financially it's been very good as well.
I'm Rowan Pretorius, 29 years old. My wife and I decided to come to South Australia about 2 years ago. We were working in the UK at that time and got fed up with the rainy weather, got hooked up with the Rural Doctors Workforce Agency, and things started from there. So it was quite easy because they needed the same information. They helped us through the whole process of getting all the paperwork done, the visas organised. And which was great is that they flew us out from the UK to Port Lincoln to come and have a look what it's all about. And we were here for about a week, looked around, saw the practice, met up with the people, and saw what Port Lincoln is all about, and could then decide what we wanted to do. Probably the biggest help in terms of being out in the country is the iConnect system, which is a support group in terms of cardiology, that you can get access to a consultant cardiologist with any cardiac problem within 5 minutes, and you can make a decision in real time, have them look at ECGs, listen to a patient's history, and help in management with acute coronary things that we very often see. And in terms of support, we get specialists flying over, depending on which speciality, either once or twice a month. A lot of outdoor activities in the surrounding areas. Go camping, fishing, hiking, surfing, out on the boat, fishing, which is great. So if you at all enjoy that type of thing and don't want to spend all the time in shops in Adelaide, then it's really a great place to be.
My average day and week is absolutely magic. They say it's a rough life, but someone has to do it.
If you're thinking about making a move, please talk to us. We'd love to show you why South Australia is a great place to practice medicine.